Hello and welcome back to the PSISTORM Esports Network. I'm your host, Chickenman, here to bring you your weekly esports results and highlights. We'll be covering all the major tournaments going on across the entire esports spectrum, starting today with Counter-Strike. There's a whole lot going on in the CSGO world right now. We've got 6 different events going on simultaneously. Let's go ahead and jump in with the Spring Sweet Spring, where they played through their main Swiss stage and determined the top 8 teams heading into the playoffs to join the invited teams ENCE, Fnatic, Team Spirit, and Furia Esports.
They'll be running into the Alpha Valley, and the flash, is it good? Yes, it is. Elliot off the angle now. Definitely gives an opening for Fang, who taps that bomb, wants to point out Molly as well. For the flank, though, Frost tries to press him, but he's shut down, though. Now it's all on to Elliot. Fang is defusing that bomb. He's sticky as well. Swing goes wide. It's messy. It's bloody messy, but EPG family.
Lootbet League Season 9 continued their Swiss stage. Skade still sitting on top with another win and only 2 rounds left to go.
To lose both of those players, and BQ quick on the deagle. It's a 2-on-2. They're trying to push fast in towards his B site. They have to. With 17 seconds on the clock. BQ, he has a kit at least. But Mezzy, he's still alive and he's still finding shots. And he's going to close out the half, close out the game.
The Intel Extreme Masters Summer closed qualifier for Europe finished up with OG, Fun Plus Phoenix, and G2 Esports taking the 3 qualifying spots.
Everything. Sticko could be the game winner right here. He plays patient, he plays slow. Amanek seen, Jack seen, the sequence spray, doesn't get the kill. Jack stays alive for the moment, he's on the bomb, tapping it, finally close, forcing him off, and now he's got to stick the whole thing. It's not gonna happen.
Republic League is still working on their Swiss stage as well. So far, EPG Family and Sinners Esports have secured a playoff spot, but the rest of the spots are still up in the air. DreamHack Masters Spring finished their groups, Gambit Esports and Heroic taking the top spots. Navi, G2 Esports, Astralis, and Furia Esports also making it through to the playoffs. And finally, the European Development Championship Season 3 crowned a champion. Skade takes it 2-1 over ENCE.
Skade holding this site. Nades continue to pepper these positions. Alu falls to half HP off a beautiful nade towards stairs, keeping him at arm's length, keeping him in danger's way. And for Ships, while he's ready for the players to peek into him, he's good for 1, good for 2. Can't quite make it 3 though, as Sphinx finishes the job. It's duplicate onto Aloe, leaving Sphinx in a 1 versus 3. He's caught out by Rain.
All right, that just about covers our CSGO for the week. But while we're still in the mood for FPS, let's go ahead and check out what Valorant has for us. The Valorant Champions Tour had a lot of action this week with 5 different regions playing, 4 of them finishing their VCT Stage 2 brackets, including North America, where the Sentinels took out version 1 with a 3-0 sweep.
Here's the full line, and episode that comes through as well. They try to punish it. I still can't believe that Zeta dodged that showstopper, and now they have a main control. This is a really great place to do the post plant from, to retake this.
I mean, they're wrapping around, but the wall from Effys could buy them just enough time. They're only able to push him from that one side. Vanity pushes right back. Poise trading it out. Poise with the Blade Storm. Looking for one. Wise to the Discipline corner. No, Penny's good for it. Ladies and gentlemen, version 1, do it.
In Korea, Nutern Gaming defeated Damwon Gaming in another 3-0 final.
Going for B. Oh, Hunter's Fury coming down now.
Wow. A very interesting Hunter's Fury.
Oh, they're very much going to go into B. They are very interested in doing this. Texture coming down now. The smoke zoning this out. The Aldrome comes out here for the peak.
Yeah, to shoot it down. Kelly coming around the corner. Nebula is up, but Solo in a beautiful position. Takes on Zhonghai.
Ooh, the spray transfer is sick.
Yeah, another one on Eugene, and that is going to be that.
Over in Southeast Asia, it was X10 Esports taking down Full Sense 3-1.
Going to do so much, and they're going to block all the vision towards mid here. All right, they're going to try. No.
That Cosmic Divide is about to expire as well. Recon Dart will connect, but it will not get the kill. And as they come in, oh, I thought it was about to expire there, but it just had enough juice.
And of course, in the EMEA region, Team Liquid secured victory over Fnatic. In the closest finals of them all, the score was 3-2.
Be able to take the space. Gets out of there. I thought that might have been a tag, and it is. Dome is on 1 HP. Lucky boy, but now the burst coming in through heaven. This is what it comes down to. 1 round between the winning and losing of this one. Yampy going to deliver the bullets and the knives. Yampy up on top. That's 2. That's everything they need. Liquid, walk away.
Brazil will be closing out their bracket later this week. Right now, there are 6 teams left in their playoffs. All right, time for a genre switch. Let's go check out what's going on in the MOBAs. In Dota this week, we had the I-League finish up week 5 of their round robin. eHome currently on top with 1 week left before the playoffs.
Hold him in place. The Scotty starting to do some work. Forced off down to the low ground. A lot of magic damage. Can they do much about it? Paparazzi getting held in place as forced out. Saved up by... Wait, they're both stunned and stopped. They get the duel. Oh no, the turnaround is here. The spin for the win. They go for the egg on the back line. Sylar trying to dig back in here. Trying to chop back in here. Let's freaking go, they say.
And in the Dota Pro circuit, all 12 divisions, 6 upper and 6 lower, continued their round robin stages. None of them have any solid results to report though, as there are still 2 weeks of games left to go before we know which upper division teams have made it to the next majors. Reminder that the lower division is fighting to get into the upper division for next season.
The attack, spell immunity, they're going to continue to move forward. They get the kill to Kaka, they look over at Emo, down goes the Invoker.
He's going to burn him
JT
down.
will follow to the grave. Ollie gone, JT looking next, full team wipe for the side of LGD. Rampage for Shinkyu. Kaka calls GG again, just like that.
Don't have fear. Like if they think something will make something a good fight, they're not afraid to jump it. I think jumping to Viper there was very crazy. Oh.
Yeah, the Vol, he goes down. That was a nice play. That was Manta used, but catching now onto LOA. Spear him back in. Able to catch. Leslau goes for the call, connects onto Io. The Fatal Bonds onto Bonds. Able to look for the snap, but it's way too much damage. They lose 4.
The Wukongs and the Terrorblade onto Adriano and KJ they go. Burst through them and they are straight up just dead. Mars, Bulwark, not going to save you against the Terrorblade. A couple of buybacks coming out from SG. But it all feels like it's coming to a close. The Spear catches an illusion. The jump in for the Terrorblade, and yet again, Tavo will fall and giving a triple. Oh, do we get an Ultra here for the Terrorblade? They pop the cheese. Adriano's DP still alive for now. Angel, diving fountain. Don't ruin your perfect game, buddy. You've got no deaths. 19-0-13 is how he'll end.
They get the kill to CML, and now finally Sam H does have buyback. But where's the follow-up to looking to get a kill on a Palos? The stun, the Aether in, that locks up Tino. They've got the right clicks. Tino's in trouble. Tino in with the Abyssal.
It's gone.
Later, Execration will pull this one out. Smart Omega throw it away on a couple of misplays that just end this game.
I'm not sure. As Thompson just whirling around with those axes. Ace is up. He's trying to man fight him over here on the side. But, you know, while this is going down, the creeps, they're hitting the buildings. The heroes are hitting the buildings. They're waiting. They've got a bubble. Buys them just a little bit of time again. But they just can't seem to get OG to leave their base. Just bubbles on bubbles and circles everywhere here, Fogged. Ana, he just wants to finish this up.
Well, that wraps up Dota. Now it's time for some League of Legends. Somewhat of a slow week for League, as we only had one event, the European Masters Spring 2021. Ended with Carmine Core taking down the crown over BTXL in the grand finals, 3-1.
See Big tried to negotiate 6 angles at once right now, and the Dragon is dropping, putting pressure on them as the ult comes through. On to the back line. There's the Requiem. Already they're dropping. Look at the focus. It is the Dragon for Big, but they get it, and the Ocean Soul goes over to Mouse, and they run riot in this team fight. A double kill for the Malphite.
Cosmic Radiance coming out will keep Saken alive. X-Matty survives, Hatrix does nothing. Adam in a 1v3 will go down in the end, but the Dragon is the target! True shot barrage, the sniper finds his mark, and now the Elder Drake, well and truly secured here for Kaiman Corp. BTXL trying to get in, but they can't do anything about it. There's the Elder, there's Deadly, he's dead, and Saken's looking for more.
Next on our list today is Overwatch. Both the League and the Contenders fighting it out this week. In the Overwatch Contenders, we had the European region narrow it down to the top 4. The Korean region has a bit of a unique bracket style, and they secured their top 7 teams to begin the playoffs this week. And the Australian region saw the Dire Wolves making it to the finals, where they await either Ground Zero Gaming or Mind Freak from the lower bracket. Meanwhile, in the Overwatch League, both the East League and the West League had their knockout stage. The Shanghai Dragons, Florida Mayhem, Dallas Fuel, and Chengdu Hunters making it through and into the playoff bracket, where East and West meet. Crown a May champion.
The sticky bombs to you, still taking considerable amounts of damage, and Gaga will finish him off with the stomp. They get the hits through, Fitz falling low, Anamo is dead, there's nobody that can contest this. Prophet tries to get back in, but it's to no avail.
Yeah, Nice is going to be using that duplicate now, and you can see Florida Mayhem being pushed into the corner, but the rally engage They want to try and follow up on this damage here. Nice uses to grab, but look at this! BQB from the side, the Deadeye is going to be catching on Ansun J. What a massive pickoff, and this could be curtains. The pickoffs are going their way. The EMP might just be a little bit too late. It connects onto 3 targets, but it's Nice who's the one who's got to be putting in the work. The flashbang does not connect. He manages to win the fight, but look at this now, the Florida Mayhem with complete control, and is anybody going to be able to touch? No.
Moving on to Rainbow Six Siege. They only had one tournament this week as the Benelux League continued its long group stage, finishing play day number 5 of 14. Right now, Gamma Gaming sitting on top, but they'll have to work real hard to keep that top spot. And on to our next adventure, Starcraft 2 had some great games this week as the GSL found its finalist with Rogue taking down Dream while Maru took down Trap. Both series very close at 4-3. Maru and Rogue will face off in the finals this week.
Into the Terrans production and close the game out.
It comes up and some great snipes. The Ultras fall almost immediately. Lifts up his ghosts and he's whittling down the Marines, but here come the Broodlords for a flank.
There's just so much.
Yeah, Broodlord Marine is like a hilarious, or Broodlord Zergling is kind of a hilarious composition, right? Broodlord's so slow, but also do this. It's got 2 sentries in there, watch this.
Army supply is 70-29.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, you gets that feedback. Ooh. Raven's not going to do very much now, is it?
Yeah, well, I don't know if this Nexus is going to live through this. I don't claim to be clairvoyant, but something tells me.
Yeah, you might be
GG.
right.
The World Team League finished its 6th round. Team NV still undefeated as they crossed the halfway point of matches. The Wardy TV Spring Championship finished its group stage with Hero Marine, Clem, Cure, and Zest taking the top 4 spots going into the playoffs. And in StarCraft Brood War, the Afrika Star League saw both Larva and Snow make it out of Group C and into the round of 8.
Here we go.
Hey, he's actually blocking really well on the Lings.
Yeah, but again,
yeah, it's only 5 cannons, you're right.
Yeah, he kills that. And again, this is why you're supposed to, in a normal game, have Templars done by now. And so you just win the game.
This was insane.
Next up, PlayerUnknown's Battleground finished the ESL PUBG Masters America's Spring. Shoot to kill, demolishing the scoreboard, a whopping 255 points to take first place. The Spicy Fish in second only at 189. The Sonics took third with 171 points.
Just 2 members trying to figure out how they want to play this one properly. Looking down the hillside, Junior did reposition with this one, but Tig's still finding the angle for it. Now the last one up. There's no clean angle to work with. Every single way he looks, there's a Sonics member just waiting to come after him. Goes for damage into it, does get one down. Can't get the flush onto it.
Moving on now to the Call of Duty League, where the Los Angeles Thieves and Toronto Ultra are currently on top of their groups, with matches still to play this week.
Making sure that no one makes their way through that bottom bedroom side of the map. Great stuff, Scraps. Whoa! Turns and burns Neptune. Gets Havoc as well. That's 5 in a row. Massive stuff out of Scraps. You've now got yourselves even in the life count. 7-all. 30 seconds remaining now, John. Aqua's going to drop. An opening now to push through the middle of the map, but it's Classic up next. Paris should be able to hold this. Paris should be able to hold this. Classic holds it himself. Brilliant map awareness. Wonderful stuff from Paris. There's 15 seconds remaining. Surely the round is theirs.
Surely the round is theirs indeed, outside of a miracle happening, but you see Classic not slowing down at all. 4 spree for him, and keep in mind, Scraps is on the 5 spree. Scraps went from getting spawn killed 3 lives in a row, finally.
And in the fighting game world, Mortal Kombat 11 had their qualifiers for the Mortal Kombat 11 Pro Competition in North America, where Wise Gemini and Hayate managed to qualify.
Infamous for making every flawless block whiff, even though it is flawless blockable.
It gets a little tricky there. Sometimes you just got to get nice and exact. The double down ones here coming out of Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I feel like I've never seen someone so correct on his command grab. This is insanity.
And to wrap things up for the day, we've got Street Fighter V. The Capcom Pro Tour 2021 finished up its Central America West region with MJ Gamma taking down Kusanagi in the finals.
That's going to be a pretty sizable punish.
Yeah, I'm not going to spin any of the meter just yet. Pushes him towards the corner. Got the fireball. It's going to allow for the juggle.
He does not have enough V-Trigger left. I like that advanced level frame kills at 4 jabs. Oh, no.
Into the super. Yeah, he's a beefy boy, but not beefy enough to survive this. Kusanagi.
Well, that's everything we've got for this week. We try to cover as many of the major events going on throughout as many esports as we can. But if there's an event or an esport that we missed, let us know down in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the events going on right now. We release videos every week to keep you up to speed. I've been Chickenman here for the PSISTORM Esports Network, and I'll see you next time.